Right, isn't it?
Trying to get everything situated here, everybody. Let me go put the YouTube link in the chat. Okay, why is it not showing on my channel? There we go. See videos. Oh, there we are. Let's see.
Hi, Nishana. Copy. We're trying to get it together this morning. We're not as efficient as Miss Valerie.
Yeah, I was debating on whether or not I was going to come on or not.
Yeah.
Bothering me this morning. My sinuses are draining like crazy.
Oh, Lord. So you're still not feeling well.
Let's see. Tagged you in a post. Okay.
Miss Shauna's Lee says it looks good at her end.
Live chat. Okay, I'm still piddling here.
She's still piddling.
Trying to get the squad group up. This new face layout. Can't find nothing.
How are you doing this, Shauna? I'm getting back to normal. We took Mr. Ben home yesterday. So it was weird not having him around, but I'll be able to get a lot more done now.
What? Okay, it's not even up on
it says we've
Facebook.
got 7 watching.
Get the squad to come up.
What are you trying to get? What are you trying to? You want to try? I'll post it. I'll post the link.
I was trying to put the YouTube link, and it won't. My computer's being a beast this morning.
I'll do it.
I need to do all right, I need to defrag it, and I haven't done it yet, and all that stuff. So it's a little slow. Let's see. Is it this one? I got to figure out which one we want to do. No,
is it an old computer?
Second one. No, it's a few years old, but
that's not too bad.
But there we go. There we got it. Some days it runs it's an HP all-in-one. It's only a few years old, but I don't know. The screen, I turn it on every now and then, and the screen looks like a thermal imaging camera. I'm like, what in the world? So I gotta go restart it, and it comes back on normal. I'm thinking, okay.
Well, good morning, Laurie and Maggie.
Hey, Todd. How are you?
Good morning, Todd.
I am recovering from Gwen's birthday yesterday, but I'm okay.
I was going to say, I saw you went out to eat.
Yeah, we partied until like 5 a.m. Nah.
Wow.
I haven't done that in a long time. I think there's an age limit too on partying all night long.
Yeah. I can't hardly stay up past 11 anymore.
Me either.
But I get up early too, so.
I think
come 9:30.
Last New Year's Eve, I think I accidentally fell asleep before the stroke of midnight.
Morning fishing and picking and Patty. So what did y'all do for Gwen's birthday?
Went down and got her some flowers. I usually have flowers delivered to her school where she teaches on her birthday. But They don't, with COVID, they don't, the school is not taking deliveries.
Mhm.
So,
Is she in school? Is her school open?
the teachers are reporting for duty, but
But
the
kids-
students were, they went to school Monday, and then by Monday evening, they'd had a couple more reported cases. So they shut it down until after Thanksgiving now for the students.
Right.
The students still had to do the work, but they are not in class.
Are they doing
So,
virtual classes?
yeah.
Crazy. Hey, morning, Hank.
But somehow the football team gets to keep practicing and finish their season.
See, that don't make any sense.
I don't know.
No, there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Mm-mm.
Because
Mm-mm.
how do you play football and keep a 6 foot distance?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's like Governor DeWine just put us on a 10 o'clock curfew. We have to be at our homes at 10 o'clock. So I'm thinking, how's that going to work? And then it's from 10 to 5 a.m. I'm like, well, what about the people that have to work? That have to leave at work, 3 o'clock in the morning, like my daughter. So, but I guess they're exempt, I guess, if they have to go to work and stuff. But still, the only thing I know they could do to keep people in their homes is to put damn ankle bracelets on everybody. So I'll put mine on my dog so I can come and go.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. And then they're saying you're only allowed 8 people per gathering in your home. This is crazy. I guess we'll just have to write it all out.
Nishana Lee says we have our HPs built online and then have a tech on the phone to double check our builds. We get what we want without all the junk, and it is cheaper that way. I remember I use a Mac now, but I can remember buying a PC and thinking, why did they put all this stuff on it? All these stupid programs you can't uninstall.
Yeah, it don't make any sense.
It just junks it
up.
And
then it slows it down.
It slows it down.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's got all this stuff attached to it. And it's like, well, if I uninstall it, what else is it going to take,
Right.
So it makes no sense.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, Shauna's husband has a paper for him to be out after any curfew. Yeah, I mean, if you work at night or something, I don't see.
You would have, I would think so, but
it's probably to stop.
Then,
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that the bars and stuff, they're making them close all the bars. And it's like, wait a minute, all these stores are still open.
Right.
It's just, it doesn't make any sense why they go after stuff like that when people are still able, we can still go to the store and do all that. And
I guess because people tend to congregate in the bars, and you go to a store, you get your stuff, you get out some people do, but some people spend hours in a store, but in a bar, you're going to walk, you're going to sit, you're going to be close up to people.
Yeah. Have I ever had a computer built? My brother-in-law built me one a few years ago for when we were doing our paranormal investigation videos and stuff. I used it for my video production. So, I used it so much it finally died. So I bought this one, and I use it. I use my iPad to do when I do get around to doing my videos, I use my iPad because I like the iMovie producer. So
I have iMovie on my computer. I never even looked at it.
I like it. It has a lot of different features.
I should look at it. So you could do it because the few videos I've done on Zoom. I've just gone to Zoom and did a recording. So I guess you could do the same on iMovie, right? go into iMovie and record it, and
Mhm. Yeah.
and it probably
Yep. And you can add your, if you want to add a title and an ending, like all that
right.
intro and an outro, so to speak. And then you can do a lot of different editing and put picture in the video. It's pretty neat. I mean, then it has its own music category where you can add music that's not copyrighted to your video and all that. So it's pretty neat. So I like it. I'm still learning it, and I'm using just the basics, but there's a couple of guys on YouTube that I watch that shows how to do certain things with it. So it's like, cool.
I'll have to check it out. I mean, my videos are pretty basic, but
yeah, mine have been basic, but we've used different filters and stuff, and through some of the older videos I've done, but I used Director Pro or something like that for Windows years ago. So, but
do you
I
still
don't have that program anymore.
You don't still do the paranormal investigation?
Only in an emergency case, because there's so many teams out there, and you think there's drama in reselling, you can see all the drama that's in paranormal. I mean, I've been into the paranormal field for most of my life. I have studied and read and done my own investigations before I even created a team. So, I'm pretty knowledgeable on the subject. And when you've got all these new people that are seeing Zach Baggins, Mr. Muscles, in a shirt that's too small on on A&E or Travel Channel, and the way, it's just like, that's not how it is. We go to an investigation. We could sit there we've sat for 12 hours or investigated for 12 hours only to find nothing. It's not like it is on TV. You're not going to get activity every single time you go out. On occasion, you're going to go to a highly active place. We have come across that, and we've just running all over the place like chickens with their head cut off, because we know where everybody's at. And then when doors were shut down at this end of the hallway and nobody's down there, and this is an old abandoned school, there's nobody in it but the 5 or 7 of us, and we know where everybody's at based on how we set up our investigation. It's like, okay, we've caught things on camera that we can't explain. We've caught things on audio we can't explain, but it doesn't happen every single time. So, and a lot of times we spend more of our time debunking what we hear, trying to make logic out of it, to say, okay. And when you come with this little bit of evidence that you just cannot explain away, out of those 12 hours, it might only be 30 seconds of audio. The rest you can throw out due to interference. So, but it's just crazy. We'll run to an emergency investigation a lot of times if it's children involved, and because that's just the way I feel. Like, if there's a child that's scared to death, we're going to find out why, and try to help alleviate that fear and help the family get through it, because there's been several cases where it's a child that's affected. And, most generally it's something logical, but sometimes there's something that we just can't explain, and we have to figure out what's going on. So, but those are few and far between. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long, long time, and you don't get evidence every time. Ghosts don't come out on cue. I'm sorry. They don't have cue cards. They don't have marks on the floor to stand on. That's just not how it works.
I guess they have personality. Anybody else?
Right. And there's times when my house is as active as all get out. And I know it's because either I've done something stupid that my parents don't like, or they're just rambunctious. It's like, like even next door, I've had my doors open over there, and it's not, they never lived over there, but I'm over there. So I think they go,
My kids swear that when they stay here, because we've got 4 bedrooms, 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs, and they sleep in the downstairs bedroom. And both times, my daughter-in-law was here once for a week, and then my son was here once for a week when we were away. And they swear that they can hear somebody up here in this room that I'm in right now walking around at night. But I think it's the cat.
Well, that could be. Could be cat, or could be what's called residual energy, where it's just a pattern that somebody created before you moved in. Something. Think of somebody with OCD. They do the same exact thing every single day in, day out. They have a thing that they do. And everything we do, we leave an energy pattern. And if you do that every single day, that energy is going to take on a life of its own. So when that person passes, right, it's just an energy pattern. It's just a pattern continuing on.
Interesting.
Yeah, like a cassette player on a loop.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Like say Grandpa sat out on his rocking chair at 4 p.m. every single day, smoked a cigar, rocked for an hour every single day, day in, day out for 50 years. That's going to leave a pattern. When that man passes, you can guarantee 4 p.m. you're going to smell his pipe or cigar, and you're going to hear or maybe even see that chair rocking, or just hear it if it's not there.
It's not him haunting the place. It's just his residual.
Right. It's just his energy left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of things are. It's just residual energy. It's just, now I've seen somebody post about orbs. Orbs, that's a whole different ballgame, because orbs are energy as well. And they, everybody says, oh, I got orbs. Well, most generally, if you get up and walk out of a room and come back in and take a picture at night, you're going to see orbs all over the place. Those are dust particles. The only true orb generates a light of its own. And it has a distinct pattern when it moves. And I can show you a video one if I can find it. My niece sent it to me from her house at like 2:15 in the morning. There's this light ball about the size of a quarter, and it's just like a direct path. It's not floating. It's not, most dust orbs do this. This is a direct line path, like it had a distinct place it was going, and we've only caught one other one like that in all the years that we were investigating as a team. So that's another thing that's hard to get.
Hey, Bumcry.
Unless you're in some place.
Is an orb?
What's that?
Is an orb like a soul, or a like? Is it
it could be explained as
presence?
It's their energy. It's also an energy pattern, and it could be an animal, it could be human, and it could just be energy that's accumulated from that loop that plays on and on. You know what I mean? It's just depends on the environment itself. So, but I see a lot of pictures. Everybody's like, "What do you think this is? Is this a ghost?" Nope, that's a dust ball. Nope, that is a mosquito. I mean, go outside and take a picture at night with a night vision camera, and you'll see all kinds of crazy orbs because of bugs. So it's hard to really get a good photo. So, but it's an interesting field to be in. But like I said, there's so many teams, and if you go on Facebook and type in paranormal, you'll see like 100 teams pop up. Probably go to YouTube, and everybody's got YouTube channels. The drama is so thick in there, you cut it with a knife. I'm telling you.
Michael's son is part of a group like that, and they do ghost stuff down here. They have like these paranormal experts that come in down in Cape May, because it's like a lot of old Victorian houses. So they'll the paranormal investigators will come in and speak, and I mean, it's interesting.
Now, I mean, there's a lot of people that really know what's going on. They really know their stuff, but they take the time to learn. They don't just watch it on TV and then go do it. So, I mean, it's just like Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren were probably the top paranormal experts in the field ever, and Hans Holzer. Those three, and John Zaffis. Those are the four people that I would probably look to for answers if I had questions with the paranormal, which I think Ed and Lorraine both have passed. And so is Hans Holzer. So really you have John Zaffis left. And John Zaffis is actually the nephew to the Warrens. So, he's been around the paranormal for quite some time too. So, I mean, as far as people that I speak, and I would probably talk to Jason Halls too from TAP. He is very, very knowledgeable, and so is Grant from TAPS. But they had to do the TV and all that stuff, and it just kind of went to, some of their heads. But
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah. That
So.
happens for that one. Oh, I thought
It's
Todd
an
was gonna,
interesting
I thought
topic.
Todd was gonna show a note to the camera to get a word in edgewise.
No, I'm just sitting here quiet because I have zero experience with anything you're talking about, Laurie. So I can't comment. I mean, I believe there are spirits, but just kind of the type that are spoken about in the Bible, and that's about as far as I get with it. I believe there are angels, and
I do too.
They, upon the will of the Maker, can make physical things happen. I've seen a lot of protection things happen that there's no other explanation than somebody else's hand was on it besides.
Right.
And if you want to call that a manifestation of a spirit, yeah, I can go with that. But as far as, and there are demons too.
I believe they're demons.
And a lot of what got blamed on demons back in the day, it wasn't really. But most of that's gotten debunked. I mean, that's why we say bless you when somebody sneezes. Oh, you got possessed by a demon for a short amount of time. So, that's about it. I mean, yeah. It's not the only take I have on it. As far as investigating it, about as much as I've ever read was the book by Billy Graham called Angels. So whether you believe what Billy Graham preached or not, that's up to you, but his book is a very good read.
Right.
So,
I got into it because my mother passed, and she was sitting on my couch 2 days later back in '97. I mean, as far as the investigation part of it, I had always read and studied up on the paranormal. It's always been something that interests me, but that really sent me on my tailspin into why did that how did that even happen? And my husband at the time, I just would have chalked it up to stress and from the funeral and all that and lack of sleep. If my husband at the time had not come out of the room, saw her and passed out cold, I mean, he said he said the F word, and he was on the floor. So I knew what I was seeing was not something from brought on by stress and lack of sleep. When you have validation like that, and and when he came to, he's like, I just effing saw your mom sitting on the couch. And I never said a word. I just stood there and tried to get him to come to. And when he came to, that was the first words out of his mouth was, I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. So, and I didn't know what she was buried in because I couldn't have no part of that. My sister took care of that. So I had no idea. And I didn't want to know because it was a closed casket, because she was like, I don't want people staring at me. She had said this years ago. I don't want people staring at me when I'm dead. If you can't come and talk to me while I'm alive, don't come stare at me when I'm dead. So she wanted a closed casket. That's what she got. So I had no idea. And I was able to explain to both my sisters what she was wearing. And
Interesting.
it wasn't something she had even owned. My sister went and bought it and put it on her at the funeral home. And so, but yeah, it's crazy. So that sent me into why and how. And I've been studying it ever since. So I'm kind of like a self-taught parapsychologist, I guess you would say, because they have one school. I think it's in Britain. I'm not going to Britain. I'll just keep studying my own self. So, but you know, there's still things I'm left scratching my head, like what just happened. So, you know, some people theorize that the spirit world is just like a tier higher than our own world, and there's only certain times of the year or month or whatever that these two planes align to let them pass through into ours, and that's why we can see them from time to time. But I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't know. There's a lot of different theories. It's interesting to read, a subject to read about and learn. So, because everybody, you know, has their own theories. It's like some of it makes sense. One of my theories was your mind cannot make up what you have not seen with your own eyes. You cannot form like a blind person. They don't know what color is. They have no idea what color is because they've never seen it. So so their mind can't even make that up. All they can do is by touch. Like, okay, the blue, this is color blue. Think of something cold, or color red is something hot. They associate color with touch and feel. So if someone says they've seen a ghost or they've seen something that they've never seen before, that's a good chance that they have, because your brain just can't. It takes images from what you've seen to create things in your mind's eye. So if you've never seen it, you know, then you can't describe it. Just like a blind person is unable to describe certain things because they can't see it. They can only feel it. So that's just one of my theories. So
anyway, how's eBay?
eBay is, I got
Dead.
two. Well, I got 8 from yesterday and 2 today. That's being picked up this afternoon. So
I've got nothing.
Nothing.
That's the second day in a row.
I'm heading down.
Wow.
Isn't it crazy how it's like one day it's like boom, boom, change,
Yeah.
and there's like cricket.
Thank God Amazon's booming, because eBay's dead for me.
I've got 9 going out.
Awesome.
So mine has been very steady lately. Steady, positive.
Carol. What is that? What was that? That sounds like a vacuum.
It's not.
What is that? Do you hear that? I know that ain't me. It sounds like a vacuum going. That's crazy.
Carol
Me.
said, maybe, let me see, maybe it's not here though. I can you still hear
Yeah,
it?
I hear it, but it's not. It's gone now. It sounded like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
It's like.
I'm allergic to cleaning,
yeah.
so it's not me.
Hank heard it. Like a weird vacuum or something going off. Yeah.
Patty is
Or a truck
speaking of the
driving by.
paranormal.
Yeah.
Carol says, Todd, we needed you last night on Summer's Hangout. She found some watches that they needed to know if they are real. So she'll have to send you some.
Sorry, I was partying down with the birthday girl, my wife.
Got an itch.
So, did I show that onion slicer yesterday?
You did.
I think you showed it the day before.
It did.
You showed it the day before.
Oh, day before. It did sell?
Yeah.
Awesome.
$55 plus shipping on top.
Wow. I never
Yeah.
would have known that was an onion slicer.
Well, I wouldn't either, except I was at the auction and there was a label on it that
There's
said
Sally.
Onion King. So I looked up Onion King on eBay and I looked at.
Hi, Sally.
Hi. Sorry.
I saw
Good morning.
I'm late.
commercial slicers.
happens.
And I'm like, oh God, those things new are like $250.
Wow. So when you go to an auction like that, do you go ahead and look ahead to see what's there and then decide what you want to buy ahead of time, or do you just kind of go and bid on in the moment?
Well, if it's a live auction, I can pretty much get a decent idea by going about an hour early and just walking through the stuff.
Okay.
Um,
But this was an
No.
online auction?
no, this one was live,
Oh, it was.
and I did a video on it, which nobody watched, but that's okay.
Oh, and I've been in grandchild land for the last week. I have so many videos to
sorry.
catch up on.
But anyway, yeah. So much of what I pick up at auctions now is I've had some experience buying it before. This is the second one of those I've sold in 2
Oh,
weeks.
yeah, I remember you saying that.
So, but yeah, different stuff. Just because you're experienced with it. I picked up something else that I know nothing about, and I'm learning about it. You want to see what it is? Hang on, let me go get it.
Carol says that darn troll Valerie is back.
My name's not Chuck. That Chuck picker.
You guys get that email from eBay yesterday?
An email from eBay about what?
An email from eBay, and basically they're saying this is the easier way to source for your business, and they have bulk listings on, the bulk boxes that are like they're bulk. I'm not answering that.
There are actually listings on eBay. They're bulk listings.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't get that email.
And
What is that?
and if you buy a bulk box, this email has a coupon for a $50 off coupon off of shipping supplies for eBay.
Interesting.
So, check your emails for yesterday.
I didn't get one. Maybe let me check my actual eBay.
The
Yeah.
only email I got was how much my fees are. That's the only email I got. Oh.
Okay, 50 questions. What is this? Weighs about 10
Looks like a bug
pounds.
sprayer thingy.
Nope.
It looks like some kind of a soap pump or something.
Nope.
Or a soda jerk thing.
Nope.
Douche.
Well, which end do you stick up your hoo-hoo? Nope, that's not what it is.
Let's see.
Is it to milk cows with?
Nope.
I don't want you to tell me. I want to guess this.
So you
Okay.
stick that one end in somewhere, and the stuff comes out the other end.
Where we'll just leave it at that.
It's
It's about
Carol says a hot water thing for the sink.
Well, getting warmer.
Valerie says a pump of some kind.
No, it's not a pump.
It's not like for lotions or liquids or
Not for lotions. You got close with the sink.
close with the sink.
Yeah, there's a.
It's not
That's
like
a big hint. The sink is involved.
the sink is involved. No, bumcrack is
so-
not a musical instrument.
So is it like a heater for?
No, it doesn't heat.
It doesn't heat.
Nope.
Does it? Can you keep hot water in it so that?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
Because
Is it like a
because your thing doesn't.
garbage
It
disposal?
only has cold water.
What?
If your sink only has cold water, then
Nope. It's not a
Okay.
heater.
It's not a portable garbage disposal.
No.
No, how would the garbage get through that little thing? Where do you stick that? If you can figure out where you stick that thing, that would give you the clue, right?
Okay, I'll give you that clue. You plug this into an attachment that hooks to your faucet.
okay.
Is it a filter of some kind?
It looks like
Yes.
an old-fashioned water
Ding,
pick.
ding, 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 ding.
So a really
Oh,
old-fashioned.
Get it? Water
Water
pick.
pick.
It's a water purifier.
That's what it looks like.
A water purifier.
Must have been. It must be an old one, right?
Sort of.
Who said the
They
water
make a
purifier?
different model nowadays that is the silver part is under the sink, and what's on top of the sink is the little spout.
So it's like an old fashioned Brita.
Except you plug it right straight into your water spout. So
Morning, mind fishing and picking.
it's made by Hurley Company of Chicago, Illinois. And it's got like 3-stage filters in here that last for 5 years.
Wow.
And if you go to the company website, they still make a model of them that costs like $600.
Wow. Yeah,
So it's like a charcoal filter.
And they still do restoration on this. If you send this into the factory, pay them $85, they will put all new filtering material on the inside, and then you're good for 5 years of filtered water. So on the faucet, your faucet attachment will have, well, I'll just go get it.
That's crazy.
Okay, so your faucet attachment, it just screws on where your aerator is. And it's also an aerator, like a regular faucet aerator. But it's got a diverter. You pull this out, and water then goes through this into the hose, and it comes out the spout. And when you let go of the diverter, the water coming out the spout stops.
Interesting.
And so this just sits on your countertop. So I don't know whether that'll sell or not.
Definitely
I know
different.
it would sell better if I send it in and have it refurbished. But it costs $85 plus $25 shipping, or $20 shipping and handling. So plus probably another $20 to send it to them in the first place. So to make this one work, you probably have to spend $115 up front after you own it. But I bought it for like $2 at the auction, mainly because I got to know what that is. That looks heavy duty and industrial. I thought it was maybe a some fancy sort of ketchup dispenser. You put this down in a big bottle of ketchup and then press on the top. That's kind of what I
Yeah.
thought it was. But no, it's after doing research.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was thinking like, I guess I'm in COVID world. I'm thinking like hand sanitizer or something.
So I don't know. So I looked on eBay for them, and there are none for sale. So
Will you put it up for auction, or do you just do it as a? Mike says he would sell for parts or repair, maybe.
yeah, well, I just put in the disclaimer that I do not know how old the internal filtering materials are. So it would probably need to go in for
Refurbishment.
refurbishment. And the only people who do that is the original company. It also has a tube that you hook onto the faucet that goes in this end. And so water goes into the machine backwards. And you flush it with hot water, and it's supposed to flush out all the, like once a week, you run it backwards and flush out all the collected dirt from the water. So,
Cool.
you know, I like learning about stuff like that, and it was only
Yeah.
$2 at the auction. So what the heck, you know?
Yeah.
And I may sell it for $30. I don't know. You never know.
Fishing and Picking says, I got a water pick and used it for the first time. I should have recorded myself using it. It was so powerful, and it took me a minute to turn it off, so it soaked the whole bath.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Shirley. I don't know what that is, but I better buy it just to know.
Yeah.
No, you know, you could tell at the auction nobody else knew what it was either. Well, what do you give me for it? How about $10? How about $5? How about $2? Okay. I'll do it. Just so I can find out what it is. I mean, sometimes I do that and I come out with something that, hey, that's worth a lot of money. Sometimes I do that and go, yeah, that's going in the garbage.
That's funny. I remember the first time I used one. It was water all over for sure.
eBay's now doing that certified refurbished program where it's partnering up with these manufacturers to sell their certified refurbished stuff. So I wonder if that'll hurt people who pick up stuff like that and just sell it. You know, people who use electronics.
I don't know.
Shauna's giving out the bolos this morning. She says
Plastic
it's fine.
birdcage spinner pinwheel Christmas ornaments. I don't know, what do they
Bird
even do?
cage, plastic bird cage, spinner, pinwheel, Christmas ornaments. They said
I'm gonna look that up.
Well, it's the time to sell that kind of stuff.
Oh, I've never
Saturdays,
seen those before. I've never seen those before. Wow, they're like little plastic birdcage ornaments. Interesting.
at Saturday's auction or Saturday's garage sales, I picked up 10 Polaroid cameras,
Wow, do they still sell?
$5. And so I looked them all up, and 2 of them are worth selling. One I'll get maybe $10 profit on, and one I'll get maybe $15 profit on. But the rest are just going to go in a big lot. So here it is. Here's 8 Polaroid cameras. You know, give me $20 and they're yours, plus pay the shipping.
Shauna says they need the old Christmas tree lights to put out the heat to make them spin. Probably like the bubble lights, right? Isn't that the way with bubble lights? You plug them into an actual
Right.
light on
Right.
and that creates the heat, and this must create the heat to make them spin.
Yeah, I've never seen those before.
Yeah, I've never seen them. They're very cool. I don't see a lot of vintage ornaments at my thrift shops.
Those bubble lights, if you can get a set that works, those sell for like $50 for a set.
I thought they were remaking them again, though.
Oh,
I think so. I've seen them in the stores.
I don't blame them. They're worth money if
Yeah.
you get it. It's just fascinating. I remember we had some of those when I was a little bitty kid, and just sitting by the Christmas tree, and I would watch those things like kind of like watching TV. It was just interesting and fun to watch.
Watch them bubble. I remember a radio guy here doing a whole show one time on Christmas. The best Christmas lights really best Christmas lights are those big, not the little twinkle lights or the strings of little lights, but the big bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the big bulbs. I don't they'd make them anymore.
Yeah, I got a set of those somewhere I need to get listed.
Nishana says, look at the color wheels for the aluminum trees and the musical tree stands. Even the old water stands make one. Wow.
Oh, you mean like the things that you put the tree in?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Wow. My mom had
The
ours
metal
for
ones.
years.
Mm.
Your mom had what?
She had one of those the water stands. She had the I don't know, they were metal. I don't know if they were aluminum or not. But she had ours for years, probably good 25 years or so.
No. I remember there's aluminum trees. We never had one, but I remember other people having them. Fishing and Picking wants to know, why do old Bakelite Christmas lights cost so much? Doesn't anything Bakelite cost a lot?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I wonder if well, on the I was looking at that Poshmark trend report, and they were talking about Christmas decor and holiday decor. Maybe
Yeah.
people are trying to cheer themselves up by really doing their houses up, because a lot of people won't be having family or anything at Christmas.
I've sold a lot of Christmas stuff already this year.
Have you? I don't even have any. I literally don't even have
Oh
any.
my God, I have so much.
Like, what kind of stuff are you selling? Like vintage stuff?
Ornaments, tree toppers, ash shaking Santas.
Last year I found this Hawaiian Santa. It was a Santa he wasn't shaking anything, but he was him in a grass skirt and I sold like within hours of me listing it.
I had a Hawaiian one, but he sang the Hawaiian Christmas song, and then but he was basically shaking his hips,
Okay.
and doing the luau, the luau dance. I don't know what it's called.
The hula.
Yeah.
Doing the hula. I'm learning Milikaliki Lak Milikaliki Maka to sing with a quartet.
That's what it was. I already sold him.
We need to get out thrifting before everything shuts down here. Go on a big spree.
Yeah.
Well, it's about that time, y'all. It is 10:01.
10:01, the witching hour.
10 o'clock. I will climb the
I'm gonna
stairs.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh, witch, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah, I love it.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Nishana says, look up anti-Christmas light bulbs figure roll people. They sell even if they do not work.
Hmm.
Yes, I did get my
Okay,
plan.
I'm looking that up.
I'm looking it up too. Oh,
I
yeah.
got it,
the little wooden people? No.
day before yesterday. And I haven't had a chance to use it yet, Carol, but I'm going to use it today. So because I had I couldn't kind of had a hard time walking yesterday. Kind of overdid it with my back. So, but I'm better today and can move around. So I plan on cleaning a lot.
Oh, good.
USPS mail tote full of BDs I need to clean and check it out. So I'm looking forward to trying it, the new toy.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So
Nishana Lee, they look, you mean these little wooden ornaments? Oh, light bulbs. Light bulbs, wait.
Christmas light bulb figural people.
I
Yeah,
did-
they're like figures on the light bulb. But
Oh, wow, they're cute.
I might do a video review. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So if I'm going to, find one of the worst ones that I have and run it through the machine and see how it does. So I'm curious. 'Cause I got some video games that I haven't been able to sell because of the scratches and stuff. So and they don't. It gets a no read disc error or whatever. So I'm gonna try that. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see how it does.
So that
But
you'll
yep. But it's
it'll buff out the scratches.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
supposed to. I mean, it's supposed to do really well. I've been watching reviews on it and things like that, and a lot of people they've gone this like if you read the reviews on the actual product. One person said, "This is my third machine. I've worn the other two out. I had to get another one." So they really like this particular machine. So now I know Lonnie's got one, but it's a higher end machine, and I think he paid up out through the nose through that thing. So that was like I think he said 1,500 to 2,000, maybe more or something like that. So it's a higher end machine from a different company, but
I don't understand how that
I don't
works.
have that kind of money to throw around. So
Right. But
what's that?
if there's a scratch that mars the sound, for instance, in a CD, well, a DVD, it mars the video. How does buffing it out restore? Like you would think that would
What it does is
loss of,
what it does is it takes a thin layer of the plastic off of the disc, and it also does a resurfacing where it also puts a special coating on it or something. So you can clean and buff them, or you can resurface them. There's a couple different things you can do with this machine. So depending on the severity of the scratching, most of the stuff I have just needs a good buffing, which just like scratches on your car, when you buff them out, they're just light enough to where they actually come out. So. And from what I understand, most of your media is actually on towards the center part of the CD anyway. Because if you ever watch the eye of the CD player, it comes in towards the center, and then it stays. And then when you open it back up, it comes back out.
Okay.
So so I'm thinking that could be some truth to that the media is just on the
actual
center part,
packed in there. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. That's what I've watched how it's made on how they do CDs.
What's
the
that
media
time?
is on that silver part behind the clear plastic. So your reader shines a laser light and a scratch
Mhm.
will change the direction that the light is going to hit that silver part, and so you don't get a correct straight light to the to the
Oh, so
to the silver part.
it's in here. Is that what you're saying in this part?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
the
I'm.
first of
Yeah,
this one.
the first from the center of the disc out to like the, I don't know, what is that, about an inch? I think that's where the media is actually at. From what I understand. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know why they would waste all that material, just for that little bit of information, but who
Right.
knows? So, but I would think
Morning, Summer.
I would think me, but at least that's what I thought, what I've been told. But I got a couple of DVDs I'm gonna try out because they're pretty scratched. I mean, this one looks like somebody's put it on the bottom of their shoe and screwed it across the floor on it. So, but yeah, and the center part of it looks pretty rough too. Actually, it looks like it's been wet. So I don't know what that is, but
Yes.
I got a whole stack of DVDs to do, and I've got a stack of games to run through it to see if I can make them work. So, okay. Oh,
Summer says, "Good morning, everyone. Did I make it? Yes, you made it. I'm still half asleep, but Sally, can you ask Silverhair if he can look at some watches I found? Can you look at some watches Summer found?"
Yeah. Shoot me a message on my Facebook.
Wait, Deshaun is sharing a
look, eBay item.
eBay item.
Yeah. Hi, Bambi, you're late. It's almost over now. You want to come say hi to everybody real quick? They must have to go outside. She's been
Vintage
snoozing.
Santa on a reindeer
Say
candy
hi.
container.
Okay, you're pulling my earbuds out there, sister. Here.
That's listed for $13,900. It doesn't even have a brand name on it. Is that it?
Okay. All right. She was late to the show.
Here's my Facebook. Just shoot me
Okay, guys.
shoot me some pictures. And I'll take a look at them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I did say something earlier. Jeez, I'm losing it.
so the questions you have are: is it genuine, or a lot of that's hard to tell unless you've got the watch in hand and you can take the back off and then. Brand names were not usual on the antique. I just search with. Oh,
She has a Facebook though. If you want her just send you pictures.
Miss Shauna Lee, you should do some videos on these Christmas what to look for.
now there's my Facebook link. If you're got some pictures you want me to look at. Never sold a watch in your life. Well, do any of them have brand names on them? A lot of the brand names I've come across, I didn't know what they were till I had one.
Yeah, she should send pictures. Says she's never sold a watch in her life.
But you don't want to sell it until you know what it is, so you can.
She says Seiko and a fighter jet watch. I think we're talking two different things. Nashana Lee's talking about brand names on the Christmas ornaments that aren't usually on them, the vintage ones.
Seiko's a very famous company. And I've sold Seikos for $10, and I've sold Seikos for $1,600.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And they're
Just depends
everywhere
on-
in between, depending on the model and everything.
And the age and the condition, of course.
Right.
So,
Bye, Hank.
yeah. Yep, it's about that time. We all got to get back to work, and I got to run down the fast track and pick up some stuff. So, got some musical equipment for,
Sally has to get to bed.
yeah.
Night, Sally.
Yeah.
got
I got to get down and get that so I can get back and clean DVDs. So, and my
Thanks
dogs
for
are
having
giving
me,
me the
Lori.
Yeah, thanks for
Hey, no
doing the show, Lori.
No problem. I won't be here tomorrow, y'all. I'm going out with my sister, so hopefully I can get some video footage of that
that'd be cool.
excursion.
Yeah,
Should be
I
fun.
won't be either. I'm going to
Because you
be
never
at
know.
auction.
The three of us, yeah, never know what the three of us are going to do when we get together. So sometimes it's scary. But I can say nobody has ever had to call for bail money yet.
That's
Close.
a
Not yet.
plus.
Well, that's a good thing.
And
As long as you just get
if anything,
thrown, as long as you just get thrown out and not arrested, that's a good thing.
yeah. Well, if anybody got arrested, it'd be me because of my mouth and my temper. But, nope, not yet. So
I don't
I'm gonna
think
get
I've
over here,
ever
y'all. I'm
seen
gonna
your
shut everything
temper.
down. What?
I don't think
My
I've
earphones
ever
are.
seen your temper. I don't really know if you've got a temper because I've never seen you flare
I
up
know.
at
I
anything.
can't imagine you with a
Oh.
temper.
Only if somebody's messing with my family. Then the mama bear, the grizzly Kodiak bear comes out, and Godzilla all rolled into one. So, but yeah, or when I was younger, somebody called my mother a bad name or my father. I usually end up with somebody have a busted nose or mouth or whatever. But yeah, most generally, I'm pretty laid back and I like to have fun. But if you mouth off to my family, then something's got to give, and it's gonna be their lip. It's gonna bust. So. But yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty level-headed and quiet. Well, not really quiet. I've never been quiet. So, but I'm gonna get off here. My dogs are out there doing the pee-pee dance in the hallways, so they've got accustomed to going out at this time of the morning now. So I will see you guys probably not until Monday. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, gets lots of sales, and stay safe, healthy, and happy, and get out there and get to picking while you can. So bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. And broadcast.
Okay. Bye.
There we go. See you later.